so much. And with the time that we've got remaining, I'd like to ask all of our panelists very briefly for their key takeaways or their final thoughts. Thomas, you led us off this afternoon. Perhaps you want to be the first to close us out with a few of your key takeaways.
Yeah, thanks. Well, in terms of my presentation, I think the key takeaway is that as it currently stands, the Patent Office looks quite favorably on the patenting of AI technology, AI models, but there is a great deal of uncertainty as to whether the courts will agree when time comes to enforce those patents.
Thank you so much. Annette, a few final thoughts from yourself, please.
Well, the advent of machine learning and the fact that we have so much processing power at the edge and data storage at the edge in all of our pockets has finally enabled what some are calling the fourth industrial revolution. These techniques will be applied across broad swaths of our economy, and there is a competition afoot between those who hold data stores and those who don't to define the property rights models going forward. So it behooves us all as lawyers and as citizens to educate ourselves about those competing worldviews and how intellectual property plays an important role in public policy as it affects this fourth industrial revolution.
Thank you so much, Annette. Liz, a few key takeaways from yourself, please.
Sure. Well, since machines don't require incentives, adhering to the stated purpose of copyright laws, namely to encourage individuals to invest time and resources into developing innovation for the benefit of society, assumes that natural persons will continue to be viewed as the authors of copyrighted works created by an AI, and whether the benefit of AI's ability to allow brands to engage with consumers in different ways and protect them from imitation counterfeit goods will outweigh the drawbacks of automating the product selection process remains to be seen, but it is certainly an intersection that will continue to spark conversation for the foreseeable future.
Thank you so much. And finally, Agatha, perhaps you want to close us out with a few of your final thoughts.
Sure. I think artificial intelligence really helps create a smarter world. AI is far from catching up to natural intelligence, in my opinion, but our lives can be a lot more comfortable in a smarter world. So innovations in AI technologies should be and can be rewarded. AI is a vast and complex field, and figuring out what is going on with AI could be a challenge. So for those of you who help create AI technologies or procure IP rights, I encourage you to carefully identify the IP in your technologies and consider how to protect the IP and obtain the reward for your innovations using the systematic approach I presented today or another systematic approach that might work for you. Thank you.